Good morning. Clearing. Been here since about 8:30. That's a lie. 8:45. Either way, been doing good so far. I finally found the corner of the property, so really don't have much more to do with this bottom board. At least on this side. My machine's maybe 100, 150 yards that direction. I'm in a real thin spot, and I found where the pin is. He doesn't own all the way to the road, probably for an easement. Then we're going from the property line 20 foot in. So pretty much where I'm at right now, I'm just gonna clear a little path so I can get through on this side because it's real thin over there. It's only maybe 30 foot wide. And then knock this area out and then get down the gully, hit up on the other side. And when you go down there, you can see the house. And actually maybe for 50 yards there, you can see my truck. So there's not much to do on this side. A lot of big cedars, but not a lot of small stuff. So I'm thinking before lunchtime, I'll have all this knocked out, and then we're gonna start on the trees. Try not to fall. The trees right next to the house, because the whatchamacallit, the trimmers are coming back tomorrow. So I'm gonna get that done. So they'll have all this to trim up, all the stuff in the back to trim up, and then once that's done, I want to start on the other side of the driveway, getting that property marketer. He's got some of the biggest cedars I've seen in a while. I mean, these are some thick. I mean, these are actually trees. Big base. But yeah, I'm gonna find my machine again and get back to mulching. Well, client came by and he is happy with everything so far, which is great. He brought his wife and his mom, and they're all happy. It's great. I've had this for 40 hours. I've ripped off a hydraulic line, ripped off a hydraulic line, and I backed into something pretty good and put a nice little dent in her. That ain't no big deal though. But so far, 40 hours, no complaints. Besides that little fuel thing, which is fixed, which what they did was this. They just added an inline fuel filter right there before it goes to the main one, before it goes to the, what you call that, fuel water separator, or that fuel filter, or whatever. So once a month, I'll just swap that one out. And we'll be good to go. And so far, been working, no issues. Yeah, great. We gotta go to the eye doctor, and then we're gonna come back. Pretty much that back corner on this side of the ravine is finished. Now I just gotta do the other side. I'm gonna knock that out tonight, and then depending on what time it is, first thing tomorrow, go through and knock out the few spots where there's oaks on this side of the property, so that the trimmers can come through and yank that out. I gotta stop and go take care of myself, which I don't like doing. I'd rather work and deal with it later, but it'll come bite me in the ass later, so I might as well do it now. So I was driving and looked in my mirror, and my mouth's just kind of sitting on the edge of the bed right there, so I'm gonna pull over and put that back in the bed, so A, I don't lose it, and B, it doesn't fall off and hit anyone else's vehicle. I am actually quite surprised it stayed on as long as it did. What I was gonna say was I made a pretty quick right-hand turn. I thought that was gonna fall off for sure. Oh, shit. My diesel-soaked rags, yep, those go in there too. And this too. Good Lord, Dylan. I probably shouldn't be touching this, but I've always wanted to. Alright, I'm gonna stop. We are back at the machine. I went to the eye doctor, all good. Lady had a slight freak out when she saw how dirty my eyelids were around my eye. So they gave me a whole bunch of stuff. She's like, do this, do that, be careful. Don't get anything in your eye, not like that. And I told him, I'm like, oh, it's no big deal. I've had dirt in my eye, concrete in my eye, metal in my eye. So I'm like, it's not a big deal or anything like that. It's good. So I just think it's funny. You know, when I went there, probably 3 out of the 4 people I dealt with at the doctor made comments about how dirty I was and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm dirty. I work outside for a living. But this dirt means I'm working, which means I'm making money. So I am A-okay. Plus, like my brother likes keeping stuff really clean. And I do too. But not stuff that I'm okay with getting dirty. I.e. equipment, i.e. trucks. That truck has dents and scratches and all this on it. I don't care. Little dents is fine. Big dents I don't like, but scratches I don't care. It's aluminum. It's not gonna rust. So very nice. You know, it's a work truck. I'm not afraid to just run over a tree with it because I gotta get somewhere. But then sometimes you get it from wires. Okay, I'm blabbling. I'm gonna go back to work, knock out that front area, and then we'll be good for the day. All done for the day. Front's all done. Tomorrow, luckily the guys got pushed back. The not well guys, tree trimmer guys got pushed back to Sunday or Saturday. So gives me 2 days to work around the house and in the back, which would be great. I don't have to work this weekend, which is awesome. Are you done? Oh, no, maybe. I think she's done with her zoomies. Are you all zoomied out? Sit. Just put the dogs to bed. I'm about to turn off the light. Good night.